Welcome in, everybody, ladies and gents, to Heisey's Holiday Showcase. We have a fantastic, wide-ranging lineup for you tonight. All kinds of things are going to happen. I'm joined by Clayton Pyatt. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right, Jake. It's a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. I hope it's a pleasure because, you know, you're in the band. You're the drummer.
It's not always guaranteed.
That's the language in his contract, I suppose. Yes, this show tonight is for the kids. We will be donating 10 cents per view of this showcase to Dayton Children's Hospital. It's all for a great cause, so your view on this video is already donating. We encourage you to donate as well at the Dayton Children's website.
Yeah, Jake, I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have a lot of laughs, and you might learn a thing or two.
That's wonderful. You love to hear it. We're starting off the show tonight with a treat. It's the artist formerly known as Ty Nix. You may know him. He's opened for us a couple of times. We love him to death. He is now Tyler Nichols, his moniker. He's killing it right now in Nashville. We miss him dearly in Dayton, but he's doing a great thing down there in Tennessee. So please welcome, as the first act of the show, Tyler Nichols performing his new song, Red Camelia.
This is Red Camelia. Tell me if you're ever gonna roll down past the Mason-Dixon line, feeling crazed for wondering if I will run into you one night. When she left me, she slammed the door and it made the house
And we're back. Tyler Nichols, everybody. Up next, we got a band from Fort Wayne, Indiana. We met these handsome boys in 2019 on our first tour. They're just as great as gentlemen as they are musicians. Let's give it up for Tuesday Atlas.
doesn't make any sense.
But I never said I loved him.
Honey, he's in the house! I just need a little more time.
Since when was it about the money?
I'm not gonna make it!
Welcome back to the program. We have a very special guest with us, Joey McGrellis. How you doing, Joey?
I'm great. How are you, Jake?
I'm doing great. Love having you on, man. So Joey has done a lot of Heisey Glass Company designs and posters and some great illustrations for us in the past. So we always love having him work with us. Great to have you on the program tonight, Joe.
I love being here every time, and I love making work for these guys.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna get to a question that asks you about working with us. So save your answers, please.
Right. Sorry.
So what? How did you get started in illustration? What got you into doing the thing that you do?
I think, well, at first I wanted to be a writer because like I just loved telling stories and I loved creating characters, but I hated writing. And I wanted a better way to process the storytelling. So I started drawing, and that's kind of what got me here, I guess. That's the main
Right on. Were there any like cartoons you watched as a kid or any kind of things like that, or comic books that got you into it?
Well, I remember like the moment I was like, oh my God, I want to like illustrate and animate maybe, was watching SpongeBob.
Nice.
Yeah.
Always a classic.
Both as a kid and like later on in life, I was like, yeah, that just like inspired me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. How would you describe your style? Because I think, I think I kind of speak for all of us here, at least in our camp, that you have a very distinct style, and it's something that's very unique to you. So how would you describe that for people who haven't seen your art?
Right now, it changes. It definitely changes. Since high school, I've kind of gotten looser with it because of like, I think it's just like confidence like brings out like looser.
For sure,
art style.
you kind of flow a little more when you're more comfortable, no doubt.
Yeah, and so I guess I would describe it as like, I like to think of it as like shape building because like I realized like that's what I was good at. So now everyone like when I draw like a person, it's blocky. Like there's like distinct shapes you can pull out now. So I guess that's how I'd kind of describe it.
Fair enough. Hey, and speaking of blocky, especially I feel like this could be hard as an illustrator. It's definitely hard, making music or any creative endeavor that I've had. But as an illustrator, what gets you through a creative block? Because I feel like, staring at a blank document or a blank piece of paper is
Right.
daunting as an illustrator.
Yeah, it's probably the worst feeling. Creative block was something that happened to me a lot in college. And I remember asking a professor about it, and he was like, "Oh, well, just take like a walk." And I was like, "I wish it was that simple."
Yeah.
But I think I've studied a bit more actually because like I was going through it like pretty bad recently. So I think the way I get through it now is whatever process you do for creating, whether it's like making music, writing, illustrating, I think you need to reverse engineer how you do it and do it a different way, whether or not it's like something that's gonna like be anything.
Yeah.
Like what I usually do is work from imagination, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going anywhere with this, so I decided to work from like research instead, like plan it out thoroughly, and that kind of broke me out of creative block. So I think like going against the grain of how you think helps a lot.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And you mentioned, SpongeBob as kind of a first source of inspiration, but do you have any current or maybe lasting, even, that's carried you through your whole life, lasting inspiration, specific illustrators or specific shows or things like that?
I always hate like picking a favorite illustrator because like they're all so good.
You can name a few if you'd like.
Right.
I mean,
in terms of modern illustration, there's an illustrator named Jessie Wong. And she's like fantastic. Like she used to board at Cartoon Network, and like it was amazing. Charles Schulz is like
Yeah.
genius. Chuck Jones, who directed the Looney Tunes. I think it's more so like people's mindset that I like more than like even their style or how they do things. Like hearing quotes from like the guy who made the Peanuts is like he was like a genius in like what he did. So I think that's what inspires me the most.
That's awesome. And so kind of rounding out here, is our band your favorite client to work for? Because you've done several posters for us. You knock it out of the park every single time. Hopefully you like working with us.
I love working with you guys.
I hope it's been a fun trial. So whenever we come to you with a gig poster idea, we always have this like zany off the wall. We need you to draw us as turkeys, or we need you to draw us as some kind of weird thing. Take me through the process a little bit as far as, you know, how do you kind of start those and how much fun do you have doing that?
Well, I like working with you guys a lot because one, it makes me feel cool. Because I'm
thank you.
I made a poster for a band.
We appreciate that.
But also, like, anytime I make anything for you guys like trust me enough to like whatever I make, you're like, that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, great. Like, that's like, you guys are very easy to work with. And in terms of ideas, I love all of them. You guys as turkeys, you guys as Christmas characters.
Yeah.
You guys on like an island. It's like usually with clients, they'll come with me like with ideas, and it's like they're okay, but like you guys are like, we want this, and I'm like, thank God you know what you want. Like it's refreshing. Yeah.
Well, right
So I
on.
love working
We
with you
appreciate
guys.
that. We love working with you, man. You're immensely talented. Would you like to shout out your social medias so people can follow you? You're posting, you know, illustrations, drawings all the time. Even your warm-ups like blow everybody away. So please plug your social medias and things like that. Your Twitch, you've been streaming a bit.
So like on every social media, I'm Jetstream Joe, all one word.
JETSTREAM JO.
Yeah,
Yep.
just JO, not JOE. And then my website, joeymcgrellis.com.
Okay.
That easy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
And
throw it all up.
I update it like regularly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, right on, man. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming
Thanks
into our
for-
basement, sitting down for this show. We love you, man.
Yeah.
So thank
love
you so
guys
much for
too.
being on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey McGrellis on the Heisey Holiday Showcase. Stay tuned for more great acts and more great people such as Joey McGrellis. Stay tuned.
Just Us Guys Contractors.
Two boys with a dream, now running their own business.
We come in with a strong plan, great communication, and keep a close attention to detail.
A team of experienced workers will get the job done right.
Oh, and we can fix anything.
When you hire Jug Contractors,
You're not just hiring a crew,
you're having the guys over.
Hello, and welcome back to our showcase. Our next guest has been extremely active in the Dayton music scene over the past few years, and has always been a pleasure to play with live. So without further ado, performing Oh Porcelain off of his album Truly Sober, Richie Vanderberg, aka Bird Brain Breakfast.
Hi, my name is Richie, also known as Bird Brain Breakfast. Here's a song. It's called Oh Porcelain. I hope you enjoy it.
Porcelain, I'll tell you things haven't been good. I've been overthinking things I thought I understood, and I just got to tell you that I can still recall the day I rode my bicycle in the freezing cold. You went over to visit in the middle of the night, and I was drawing circles in the corner of my die. But you were always someone to never say bye. 'Cause it feels so good to feel so bad when I'm with you. Oh, porcelain. Oh, porcelain. Oh, porcelain. Oh, it feels so good to feel so bad when I'm with you. Oh, porcelain. Oh, porcelain. Oh, porcelain. I just have to thank 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 you, porcelain.
And that was Bird Brain Breakfast. Terrific as always. Thanks so much. This next band is based out of Saratoga Springs, New York, where they all met in college. However, they do have some Dayton ties, so we love them by default, even though they are just absolutely wonderful. They're comprised of Destiny Donaldson, Kelvin Polite, Jonathan Canales, and Ajani Otieno Rudek. And they're immensely talented, and they're here to perform their song, Skurn. Take it away, New Note.
Be
everybody. Just absolutely spectacular. Boys, we have made it to the end of the show. How we feeling? What are we thinking?
I'm feeling great. It's been an awesome experience, and it's really been a pleasure to make and create with you guys.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, and I think we did learn a thing or two.
That's wonderful. I'm so glad, fellas. I guess there's only just one thing left to do. So, performing from their secret glass factory headquarters, please welcome the Heisey Glass Company.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. But I'm as lonely and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. But I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams to sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave our worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they'll be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. Well, I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams to sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But I'm in your dreams, whatever they'll be. Dream a little dream of me.
Well, folks, that's our show for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Your view on this video alone donated 10 cents to Dayton Children's, so just thanks so much for tuning in. And make sure to donate on your own at the Dayton Children's website.
Have a great night, everybody, and happy holidays.
It's been fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Get home safe.